That my savings is 32%, my emergency fund is 8%, family expenses 12%. I'm okay with that. My stocks it's 8%, my crypto is 16%. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Otutu. If you're new here, hello, and I hope you get comfortable. On this channel, we mostly talk about personal finances and self-development. If that sounds interesting to you and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? And for my returning subscribers, a huge thank you for always supporting. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and also share to those who will find it beneficial. In today's video, we are going to be discussing how I budget my paycheck. This is something I discovered that a lot of people don't do. I find it really interesting and it helps me manage my finances. Budgeting my paycheck has helped me stop asking questions like, oh, how did my money go? Where did I spend my money? And all of that. But before we get fully into the video, I would like to tell you some of the things we need to proceed to budgeting our paycheck and also the importance of doing that. So the importance of budgeting paycheck for me is the fact that sometimes I tend to spend too much. But with the help of budgeting, it helps me allocate my paycheck where necessary. This helps me avoid questions like, oh, where did this money go? How did I spend this money? It also helps me see realistically if what I'm spending is lower than what I'm getting. Because for you to actually be wealthy, you have to be getting more than spending more. I don't know if that makes sense. You spend less and you have more. So that is what it helps me do. Whenever I budget my paycheck, it actually sees me through the month. I know where to spend this money on. I know what to spend this money on. I know where every single penny I have actually goes. So budgeting really helps me. I don't know for you, but if you are someone that you're usually before the end of the month you've run out of money, or you don't know where your money is going to or what is actually eating your money, if you budget your finances, if you budget your paycheck, it will help you see, it will help you cut down expenses. You will know some necessary things that are taking your money that are not supposed to on a normal day. There are some subscriptions that you don't even use anymore. A gym membership you're not using, maybe Netflix you're not watching it, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus. The second one we are going to talk about is the things you need before we proceed to budgeting our paycheck. One thing you need is a template, be it a notebook. You can use a notebook to write down, okay, this is where my money goes, this is what I get in a month. Or you can use, online apps. I make use of Excel sheets and also make use of my Apple Notes. It's not supposed to be something very elaborate. It's just for you to have a clearer vision. It helps you see clearly where your money is going to, what is actually taking your money. These templates will help you write down your income, your outgoing expenses, and then the second one we would need is your paycheck. How much do you earn a month? If you're someone that has more than one job, I need you to also know how much you get from the other ones. If you're not 100% sure, then we're not going to budget it. We're going to budget what we know and we're expecting for the particular month. It's always even better to under budget than to over budget, because if you under budget and then maybe more money comes, you have more allowances, as compared to when you over budget and think, oh, this money is coming, and the money eventually doesn't come. It will maybe scatter your plans and make you spend more money than you actually are not supposed to spend. Another thing I need from you is to know the expenses you've made last month. What paycheck did you receive? How did the money go? What did you spend it on? What are your recurring expenses? We need to be aware of all these things. You need to know nitty-gritty, everything, even money for jollification, to enjoy yourself. So by the time you know all these things, you will be ready to budget your paycheck. Another thing I need you to know is that I usually do this even before I get my paycheck. So once it's getting towards that time of the month where the money comes, maybe 3 days or even 2 days before the paycheck, so that on that paycheck day, I will start distributing the money to who needs who, where is this money supposed to go to. This will also help you if you're someone that wants to save. You would already know how much you're supposed to save, because what some people actually do is that they spend this money and then the little one that is remaining, that's what they pay themselves. But what I normally do, I pay myself first. I work for the money, I spend hours putting in work for that paycheck to come in, and then I'm rushing to pay someone else first. I always pay myself first. So now I'm going to take you to my laptop to show you exactly how I do it. This spreadsheet, I actually saw it online and I really liked it. Everything is listed out. This is majorly the expenses I make a month. I know exactly how much I spend on things. Remember, some months can be very funny, maybe some months where you have maybe some very big family issues and all of that. But this is like my ideal spending. But then I get paid in euros, but I'm just going to use an amount. I'm going to use $3,200, but that's not what I earn. Show you example of how I budget my money. So now if you look here, you can see on the screen here that I have two different sides. On the right side, I have my income and amount, and then I have fixed expenses, I have amount, and then I also have variable expenses. These expenses are bound to change. That's the variable expenses. They are bound to change. But the other fixed expenses, they are the same thing. They don't change. So, and then on the right-hand side, you can see what I have there. Current savings goal, upcoming savings contribution, and then my current money goals. And then if we look down, you can also see that I have like a chart that shows me. It's just to just add some color to it, nothing very dramatic, but this chart just shows me the percentage of where my money goes, and then to see if I'm okay with it. If the percentage is still huge and I don't like where the money is going, I try to re-strategize and then recalculate. I'm like, okay, this is too much, can we take down this and all of that. So now we're going to start with the income and the amount. As you can see from here, the income we assume is 3,200 euros. What I do, I bring out the rent. House rent is $595. Remember I said I earn in euros, but on this sheet I'm going to be using dollars since it's what a lot of people actually know. And then you can see phone bill here, $30. Internet, house internet. So my phone bill is different from house internet. House internet is the one everybody uses at home, that is unlimited. But then when you go out, you need internet outside. So I have my phone bill to be able to make calls. So my phone bill is $30. House internet, because we are three living together, we split our bills. So a lot of things actually become cheaper. So one tip I would want to give you, unless you don't like living with people, but if you like living with people, I would advise you move in with people so that the bills are splitted and the money reduces for you. So we can see here house contribution. So like I said, I live with people. We contribute assuming $20 every month for house upkeep, maybe buying something like washing detergent and maybe cleaning of the house, all those things. We contribute $20. And then for transport, I put $84. Transport is 81 euros every month if you want to use the public transport. So I just put transport there, $84. And then we also have gym membership. My gym membership is 20 euros, but I put $20. And then if we come down to variable expenses, skincare, I don't buy skincare every month, but I always bring out 100 euros for skincare. Most times the skincare I buy, if I bring out 100 euros, should last me like 3 months. So, but I always bring it out so that I can, if I'm not using it that month, I can splurge the money on, maybe instead of buying skincare, I can now maybe buy something really nice for myself. Maybe get a nice perfume or get a nice, shirt, whatever it is. The next one is feeding. So feeding in Berlin is not very expensive for me because I cook my meal at home. So most times when I go to the malls to buy food, a week, 50 euros, or like as in $50 is enough for me to actually feed for that particular week. So we do groceries once a week, every Friday or Saturday. So we go grocery shopping. So I spend somewhere between $50, 50 euros to 40 euros, even sometimes 20 euros or less, because I just basically buy eggs, vegetables, bread, and that's it. I come home, I cook my food. And then the house contribution, we buy the general things like spaghetti, tomatoes, all those things. We spend them, we take them from the general house expenses. So my feeding in Berlin is not very expensive. Another one you can see here is outing. So they say work hard, play hard. So I don't always just save all my money. I also try to bring out money because I have friends here in Berlin. Sometimes we go to the club or we decide to go out and sightsee. I bring out 100 from this book. I bring out $100 every month to splurge an outing just so that I can have fun. because I work, I earn, I'm supposed to enjoy part of that money. And then the next one here you can see is Netflix. So why is this Netflix is actually supposed to be in fixed expenses? Okay, but maybe why is here is that some months you might not, always pay, but because a lot of people use my Netflix account, I always have to pay. But sometimes my friend would be like, okay, don't worry, let me take this month's expenses. So I think that's why it's not in fixed expenses. The next one is investment. Do you invest? So every month I make sure it's like an addiction. Every month once my paycheck comes in, I make sure I invest in crypto. The amount sometimes is not fixed, that's why you see it in variable expenses. But for this coming month, I want to invest $400 in crypto and then $200 in stocks. Always invest your money. And then the next one is family. I'm a black person, number one, and then I'm Nigerian. If you know Nigerians very well, like we have what we call black tax. So because I have a lot of siblings, I have my parents, I always make sure I send something to them every month, even my extended family. So I always make sure I bring out something to send back every month. And then you can see the last two here, I have savings and emergency fund. I try to target minimum of $1,000 in savings every month. So I split it. The savings, I put 800 in savings, and then I also have what I call emergency fund. I don't know if a lot of you know what emergency fund is, but I'm going to discuss it in another video. So I also remove money from my emergency fund. So in total, my savings is like $1,000. But then in this savings as well, it is splitted. But I didn't want to start breaking it down. In the savings, you can have a different savings account for house purchase. You can have a different savings account for maybe if you want to invest in something or buy something later on. I just call it savings, but they are going to be in different vaults. And then I have my emergency fund. Emergency fund, why it's different from this savings is that this savings I can touch it, but my emergency fund is untouchable. I cannot touch it. And then once we move from here, you can see here that everything, if we calculate it, all right, so that is it. And then if we look at the total, we can see that it's actually $3,229. So why I'm not really bothered about removing the $29 is the fact that is the whatever that is out there is not so much. It's $29, which I can take easily maybe from crypto and just invest maybe $380. But this is actually how I budget. This keeps me in check. And then the next thing I do is once this paycheck comes in, guys, I immediately start giving to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. The first thing I do is transfer out my savings into a different bank account, somewhere that I would not touch. So my savings is in a different bank account. My emergency fund is in an entirely different bank account. I always pay myself first. If you can see from this pie chart here, you can see that my savings is about 32% of my money, which I really like. I make sure that whenever I'm paying myself, I should get higher than whatever any other person is getting, be it the landlord or be it Shein or Amazon, whoever I'm going to be paying after, mine comes first and mine has to be the largest. So you can see that's why I like this chart a lot. You can see here that my savings is 32%, my emergency fund is 8%, family expenses 12%. I'm okay with that. My stocks, it's 8%. My crypto is 16%, which you can see these places that the percentage is really high is something that benefits me, so I'm very okay with that. And then you can see here skincare is 4%, which is very okay. My feeding is 10%, which is fine. Shopping is 4%. Outgoing is 4%. Netflix is 0.4%. Crypto 16%. You can see here that I have allocated it properly. So I don't know how you allocate your funds, but it should be something that you're not overspending your money. Make sure that whatever is going out is lower than whatever is coming in. And then from this particular side here, you can see that I have what we call current savings goal. So in my savings, in my life as a person, I usually like setting goals for myself. I have my current saving goals. I have emergency fund. I want to have $10,000. I'm assuming all these things are rough estimations. So I'm assuming that I want $10,000 in my emergency fund. You can see here current amount, goal amount, left to save, what are you saving it for, and then I have my general savings, I have house purchase, and then I have vacation fund. So I have my vacation fund. I like traveling a lot with my friends, so I make sure that I try to bring out money so it doesn't take me unawares. So if you want to travel, I'll be travel ready. And then you can see here upcoming savings contribution is just other savings that I want to do. This is where passive income comes in. I have lots of passive income, but these are like the ones that are currently bringing feasible money that you're sure will come. So the first one is YouTube, and then my savings, whatever money I'm getting from YouTube, I want to keep it aside for house purchase. The next one is Medium. I write on Medium, although Medium money is not yet big that you say, oh, you want to invest it in something. Medium money, once it comes, I want to be putting it in my emergency fund account. And then profit from investment. In crypto, most times I also take profit. So whenever I take profit, I want to put the money in general savings, because I can sometimes, maybe market is down and I want to repurchase, I'll just go to my savings stake and reinvest. That's why I don't put it in emergency fund, because emergency fund, I'm not touching it. And then the next one is affiliate marketing. I'm doing affiliate marketing for some people like Daba School. If you want to learn cryptocurrency, how to trade, make sure to use my link in the description. I also have Binance, I have KuCoin. I'm going to reactivate my Amazon. So when this money comes in, it's going to go to general savings. Another one I have is my finance coaching. I help people get their finances right. Is it when it comes to investment, how to budget your money, how to plan, all those things. I charge per hour. You can reach me out on my email, is in the description box. So any money coming from finance coaching is going straight to emergency fund. And then the next one is course sales. So this one hasn't started coming in yet, but I created a course sometime last month, January, and then the course is currently in the editing phase. Once it's done and I start making money from it, I'm going to also direct it to house purchase. And then the last one, I don't want to mention what it is, but it is also another passive income. This one is also really huge. I love it. But then whenever the money comes, it's going to be going to house purchase. So this is actually how I budget my money, and it helps me. I don't ask questions of, oh, where did my money go to? So if you don't budget your money, it will make you spend more. You won't even know what you're worth. You might, think you have a lot of money, but then no. So if you look down here, I have current money goals. Do you have money goals? How much do you want to be saving monthly? I want to make sure that every month the minimum amount I save should be $1,000. So that is what I have for you for this video. I hope this video was very useful to you. I hope it was very beneficial to you. Make sure to share it to people you know would benefit from it. Budgeting keeps you in check. It keeps you on track. Always make sure to budget. Thank you so much for staying with me. Thank you for watching. Just make this very interactive. Drop comments. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what other video you want to see on my channel. And with that said, guys, I'm going to sign out here. If you want to watch how I plan, to achieve my goals for 2022, make sure to watch the videos that I'll be showing on this side or on this side of the screen. I also have plan with me, how I plan myself every month. Like for this year, I want to make $1 million and I'm working towards it. I'm very positive about it. If you want to know how I plan to achieve that, also check out the videos. Go through my videos on my channel, are very informative and educative. Make sure to watch them. Subscribe if you haven't. Give us a thumbs up and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
I know the air I'm breathing, it's no good for my lungs. I do this every season, I hate it when summer comes. I fall into a trap that I made by myself, oh, and I always do.